We've got another spotting, the best look yet of the Model Y Juniper, and there's like 7 things that we've got a clear look at, 7 feature updates on the Model Y Juniper. So let's jump into it. Model Y Juniper, there's more pictures being released now and more features that we can clearly see on this brand new model. Here's the first one right off the bat. The Model Y is going to come out with Michelin Pilot Sport EV tires. Very interesting to see this brand of tire. And on top of that, look at this rim design here. As a number 2, we've got the rims with whatever size this is. You can't really see 20-inch rims, 19-inch rims with the cap in the middle. So very similar style to other Tesla rims that are out there. And on top of that, here's a post from Nick. It makes sense why Tesla decided to split the Model Y front light bar into 3 segments: cost and repairability. It will be much easier for them to swap out one segment instead of replacing one continuous light bar. When there's millions of these sold, cost at a huge consideration. And if you think about it, I mean, the Cybertruck has one continuous light bar, and that light bar from Tesla as a part, if you were to place that massive one piece across of it, is going to be about $750 just for the part of it alone. So this kind of does make sense, because if you think about it, more volume with the Model Y, it could get into more accidents, more vehicles out there, knock on wood. And so this could make a lot of sense. You got section 1 right here, section 2 in the middle, and then section 3 on the left side. And on top of that, it's an amber turn signal on one side, or on the left and right side as well. So that does make a lot of sense. Here's another picture of the Model Y in the clearest look yet for sure. And we've got what? We've got a front license plate here on the, of course, the China market is a different type of look here. And we've also got, this one's an interesting one because there's something missing here on the back side of this Model Y. And so maybe this launch edition is not going to be sticking around for too long at all, because unless this says launch edition, but no, the launch edition ones have like a badge on the back. So this one is an interesting one that these are being rolled off the line without that. Here's another one. They're calling these rims the Helix 20-inch or Helix 2.0 20-inch rims. They'll be replacing the black induction wheels from the previous generation. And actually, I kind of like the black induction rims. I think they're like one of my more favorite Tesla Model Y rims across the board. And so maybe what they're going to do here, I could easily see this year. They'll probably do like a silver version for the launch edition or whatever it may be. And then they'll switch to the black version to like spice it up a little bit, because black always looks more better for sure. We've got an interesting photo here. We got Tesla Model Y old deliveries in China market being delivered, and the new Model Y. You can see it definitely looks more beefier and wider, even though it's an illusion, I would say, but because of this tail light on the rear side of it. And there's more pictures of this tail light, and this tail light is looking much cooler than what we have initially might have guessed about, because how it illuminates, as we talked about earlier about the cyber cab and how it reflects. It's not direct, it's like indirect, and it flashes along the body. I mean, look how bright this thing actually looks, and almost menacing for sure. It's actually like a lot wider and thicker, I would say, without actually having a piece that's wider and thicker, because it illuminates off the body and reflects off into the rear like that. So really cool to see, and I can't wait to see this actually coming out. Take a look at another picture of the rear side of the Model Y. As we get a good look at it, we can see like this lip here is pretty long or wide. I would say that's what, if I were to guess, 2 to 3 inches wide there. We got a nice cool diffuser at the bottom here. And I'm still not over this, but this massive blank panel right here on the back, I think it's just one of these things. A, I have to get used to it, and B, I have to see it in person to see what it looks like. But here's the roundup of a lot of the new photos. Rear light bar, front light bar, interior with the single stock. So it seems like China is going with that. And you can see it looks kind of interesting and funny with the left side of it right there. You can see it's just one stock. So I would imagine that is going to be the turn signal and replacing the turn signal that's on the button. But hopefully they'll figure out a way to, because I still like turn signals on the steering wheel. Maybe there a way to customize the different things and switches with that, but maybe there won't be. We'll actually see. And then going on to the front, we already saw this picture, and then the rims we already saw as well. But what people are getting interested and most excited about is this rear tail light. From this angle right here, we can see how much of a design innovation, or whatever you want to call it, this actually is. You can see how much concave that is. And so the light literally reflects off the bottom here and then shines in. Really, if you think about it, like traditional taillights, you have it like a big plastic piece or whatever it is, and it lights up and shines that way. But this is like a different way of shining that whole area with the light pointing down or whichever it may be. But really cool and really nice to see a different way and different style of the taillight. And of course, a shout out to Zongwin for at least posting these video photos right off the bat. It seems like they're getting these spy shots of, or not spy shots, but of these vehicles getting delivered off of the carriers to Tesla showrooms, right in anticipation of the Model Y Juniper release or delivery release into showrooms for the Lunar New Year in the China market. But definitely really cool. Let us know what your thoughts are. Let us know into the different things that we've spotted on here. And are you going to be getting a Model Y Juniper? Are you going to be waiting for it when it actually releases? I'm still thinking that it's going to be some sort of release before January 29th, but because January 29th is the next earnings call. But taking a look at it, I mean, January 29th is in like a week now, so it would have to be either this Thursday, Friday, whichever it may be, to get people excited for the Model Y Juniper. But let us know, when do you think it's actually going to be coming out?